Welcome, MLB Pro family. I'm Scott Guest, your Sacramento Athletics GM. Today's podcast is for Matt. He's on vacation and he requested that we do a podcast so he could listen to it on the beach. So I got a beach picture up on my screen, and I'm joined by Mr. Chapman, as always, and Kimberly from Arizona. And we have no topic today. We're just going to talk about whatever comes to our brains.
We're here to entertain Matt. It's all about
Yes,
entertaining Matt today.
entertaining Matt. Whatever we do, if it doesn't entertain Matt, then we failed. Well, what do
Uh,
you want? What do you guys want to talk about?
well,
Uh,
can
well, do we start with the Angels or end with the Angels then? What's the way to handle that?
Well, I'm mad at the Angels because they just swept me.
let's start talking about him since you've got anger
Well,
issues.
I had asked Justin since he was simming, I said Matt's gone, just make me sweep the Angels, and then you can get 3 games closer to them. And what happened? I got swept instead. That was poor planning on Justin's,
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Well, I think Matt's done a poor job helping both of us, Scott, because
Yeah.
he swept the Dodgers and he swept you, and then he got swept by the Tigers. If he was going to win any of these games, no, he didn't get swept. Sorry, he dropped 2 of 3, and then the third one he did come back and win in extra innings. But if he's gonna win any games, they should be against the Tigers and the White Sox, not Sacramento.
Hey, but we should be feeling sorry for Matt because he's on a beach someplace
Oh yeah.
Right.
on vacation. He couldn't even take his computer to sim while he's sitting on the beach. That's just
Well,
messed up.
yeah, you get sand in the keys. It's not real good.
Well, the Angels do have the best record in all of baseball, not just the American League. And he's got a
Yeah,
six and a half game lead over Seattle, 9 over Houston. So he's sitting pretty good right now. And
and a big cushion over the Phillies for overall record too, I think.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's got five more wins. However, because of the state of the NL East, the Phillies will clinch way before the
Oh,
Angels, I believe.
I
well,
Uh,
see.
yeah.
their magic number is down to 17 right now. Well,
Yeah,
Matt, is 31. I mean, that's in the Comey range. It's pretty good, but
Maybe the Angels won't even make the playoffs.
maybe not.
yeah, maybe not, but yeah, it's trending in the right direction right now.
Yeah,
Um,
one of the biggest surprises to me right now, Rob, is you might want to cover your ears, and that's how the White Sox have gone up to first place,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
tied with
that
you.
that was inevitable, but I've had a feeling for a while that they were going to make a run, and they did. I finally made my run that I've been waiting for all year, and we won 8 or 9 in a row, but then now we're back down to earth, and
Well, yeah, you just lost 2 out of 3 to the White Sox.
yeah, which enabled them to be within 1 game of us, and then I lost the next game to Texas, and they won their next game, so they are even with us. Thankfully, Jim and the Tigers have lost 4 in a row, so they're a game behind us. But even the Twins are coming on strong, and the Twins are
yeah,
only 3 back. So the Central has the top 4 teams all within 3 games in both the AL and the NL. Because over in the National League, the Reds lead the Brewers by 1.5, the Pirates by 2, and Cardinals by 3. So both the Centrals are tight, tight, tight. Hey, look,
and
we're doing the standings without doing the standings.
yeah, and they're tight for the wild card positions too
Yeah,
Yeah.
in both leagues.
we got Arizona's 1 game back from St. Louis in the National League, and the Rockies are 5.5 out. And in the American League, the White Sox and Royals are in the top spot, whichever one would lose the tiebreaker. With Detroit 1 back, Boston a game and a half back, the A's 2.5 back, and the Twins 3 back. So it might be an interesting AL wild
Mhm.
card race.
Yeah. A little close for my comfort, a little too close for comfort for me, especially because the Kansas City's schedule really picks up next month. Um, we've
Well,
got a
you still got 3 at Detroit and 3 against the White Sox and 3
yeah.
against Detroit to end the month. So your
Yeah.
last 9 games this month are
So really this 4 game series with Texas, I've already dropped the first game. Um, blew a top of the ninth inning lead, 6-5 to lose 6-8. Um, yeah, so it's basically the playoffs start Friday for us when we go to Detroit, and then we
And,
go to Chicago, then we host Detroit. Um, but when September comes around, it's the Angels, the Twins, get a little bit of a break with the a 4-game series against Cleveland, but it's on the road where we are not great. And then we have to play the Phillies and then the Mariners. Then we got a little breather with Toronto, but then it's the Angels again. And then probably
and
the
then a
best team
breather.
in all of baseball, the Sacramento
Yeah, I was gonna say, then you get a
A's.
breather in the end of the year. I'll have 3 more pitchers on the disabled list before we get there.
But having
So
12 of those games that month are against either the Phillies, Angels, or Mariners, coming off the end of this month with 9 games straight against Detroit and Chicago. It's there's no room for error. I gotta get this situation corrected. The good news for Kansas City is Ed Harris is back next sim. I want to say tonight, but he's really back last night. I don't know what Matt's plan is, if we'll just do double headers for a few days in a row, or if he'll kind of mix them in on particular nights. But uh, we've gotta hope that no one else gets hurt and that we can get Daz back, because our center fielder, Kimberly, you're very familiar with Daz
Oh yeah,
Cameron and what
yeah,
impact he has in the field. He's
absolutely.
having a really good year for us at the plate and in the field, and having him out right now is not great.
Yeah, yeah, that glove is amazing, but yeah, his bat has been strong this year too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been impressed because I was kind of writing him off as a 240 hitter. Um, and his next home run will be his 20th, and he's got a 269 average or something like that.
that's awesome.
That is
267. So, and he's got 29 steals to go with that. So we really need him back.
That's a
Um,
career year for him, if I'm not mistaken,
he
right?
had one year for you where he had 21 or 22 home runs, I think.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm looking back at the history now. Let's see. Oh yeah, he had wow, where did he get?
Oh, 2020. So
Yeah,
2020
yeah,
was probably his best year when he had that 7.2 WAR.
yeah, that was
Uh,
rough. That was he was piling up some gold gloves then
yeah, he
too.
had
That probably
38
helped.
doubles. He's only got 17 this year. He had 38 doubles that year with 20
Yeah.
home runs, 31 steals, and the Gold Glove. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
amazing that year.
he was hitting ahead of Jeremy and Vlad that year. That was the first year I could put him ahead of them. So yeah, that helped him a lot. I think I had him hitting lead off, but um,
Yeah,
hard to know if things go sideways. I move stuff around.
yeah. Well, speaking of
So
former Diamondbacks that are in KC, Mark Baker, he had a
Mhm.
stop in Seattle between there, but he was on the DL, came back, and has um right now he's got like 5 home runs in the last 5 games. Um,
Yeah,
and so he's on a bit of a tear. The time on the DL did not seem to interrupt it. He hit a grand slam in his first game back. Um, and I think that might have been the last time we won a game.
see, and silly me, Rob, I thought you were gonna segue into asking Kimberly how her schedule looks at the end of the year, but no, you gotta make it all about you
Well, that's what my
and the
wife always
Royals.
says, that I like to make
you
everything
know,
about me. No, no, no. I
little
was,
Arizona segue to talk about the players I haven't had for seasons, but I'd like either one of them in my lineup these days. But
well, now that Scott's made us all feel guilty, let's see,
Just you,
what
just
do
you,
you have
Rob.
coming? Okay, so first of all, Arizona kept Otani, uh,
right,
and now you're just a little bit behind the Giants. What are you, seven and a
we're
half games back?
yeah, that's all. Well, it's not over. We still have 6 games with them in
Yeah,
September, but
but the wild card is a more realistic
yeah, the wild
goal.
card is the more realistic goal. But yeah, and we have Cincinnati, Milwaukee. They're in the heat of their race. Boston, Milwaukee, also, and a series with Philly, of course, because you have to. And everyone else is in division. So we've got at least a couple series with the Dodgers, one with San Diego, two with the Giants. So it's possible we could pull it out like we did last year on the last day of the season, but not highly likely.
And you're kind of in a situation, to make it about me again, like me, where you've just dropped a game to Cleveland, who's a team
Yeah,
you have to beat these
I
teams.
know, right? And it's, to be fair, five of the runs were in the ninth inning with, whoever we put out there. Oh yeah, the guys who were supposed to shut stuff down, but they didn't. And but yeah, we didn't even leave like double digits on base in that one, which is our usual way to lose.
Mm.
But you're only 2.5 games out of the number 1 wild card spot.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bunched up
Oh
there.
yeah, the wild card is still certainly doable for us. We shall see. Oh, we got I might have, yeah, there's a schedule snafu going on here. I somehow got Kansas City's schedule when it shows me that it should be Arizona, but it's not. So yeah, it's strange. We do have the Tigers and White Sox coming up, so maybe we can help you. But no, we don't. That can't
No,
be.
I think you're looking at my
It's
schedule or
nothing.
something.
Well, it says Diamondbacks at the top, so I don't know where that came from. So yeah,
Yeah, looks like you got Cleveland, Cincinnati, Milwaukee,
yeah,
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you get
yeah.
Texas,
It's
Boston.
we can lose to anyone. So it's not and we can beat anyone. We took 2 out of 3 from the Angels before the break, where we were in first place. It's gone sideways since then, though. July was not good for us. So, but we picked it up the last. Well, we had four games in a row we won, but then we've lost 2. So better than we were before, where I think we lost every series after the All-Star break till
Oh wow.
week. So yeah, inconsistent all the way around. If the pitching shows up, then the hitting doesn't. Vice versa. It's one of those. It was one of those stretches.
Yeah.
yeah, I've still given up hope for the wild card. I don't think I have
You're
the
only 2.5
what's it-
back, Scott.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
too
but
out.
with my pitching staff is struggling. I can't score runs.
Who do you have coming back?
Nobody really.
Nobody.
I have
So Sheets is out for the season.
she
Hunter
just doubt.
Johnson's out for the season.
Yes, Shorenbaum
Schonburn might come
is
back, but he's he only had a 5.62 ERA before he went down. So,
yeah. He
but
may
he's a
not.
talented pitcher, though,
He
according to
is.
my scout.
He is, but
Um, and then
so
Manoa's more of a AAA guy. That's just on your.
yeah. Well, he's taken some. He's been out all year and he's taken some scouting hits and stuff like that. So,
Oh, okay.
which is normal when people are gone for this
Right.
length of time. Um, so Schoenbaum, he'll probably go to AAA until he can show that he can be in the majors, and that may be before.
September
So
call up.
yeah, maybe. I don't
Hmm.
know what I'm going to do in
Well,
September. You know,
your team seems to be playing well. Is that more a reflection of the schedule? Are you just better at beating bad teams than Kimberly and I am?
well, I bet I beat good. I just swept Tampa Bay,
Oh yeah.
and I took a 3-game series, at Baltimore, and took 2 out of 3 at Washington, and I took 2 out of 3 from Arizona.
Well, if you can take 2 out of 3
You
or sweep the Twins, and then the week after that you got the Tigers, I'm really pulling for you, Scott.
Oh, thanks, Rob.
Really,
Nothing selfish on that part for from your perspective. Nothing. But
no, it's because I want to face you in the playoffs. Now that
well,
your
I would
pitching
That
love to
was
staff's
face you,
on the IL.
and I would
that
love
was
to face Kimberly in the World Series.
yeah. Well, we been a while for that. I don't see that this year, but we'll see. We'll see.
Fine.
So, is there anybody that has surprised either one of you two, good or bad?
Can I complain about one more thing?
We're used to it, Rob. So go right ahead.
Because like everything's like, how everything was going so good like 2 weeks ago, and then boom. Uh Bradley Swagger, right? Now
What? Wait a minute.
he's not
18
doing
Uh,
minutes.
he's not doing
Second,
terribly, but the kid was like head and shoulders above everyone in home run. He had like a 4 or 5 home run lead at one point. He's second in the AL in home runs now. And
You're complaining about a guy who's hitting 275, 343 on base percentage, 36 home runs, 108
yeah,
RBIs.
yeah, because Tatis now has 39 home runs and Swagger's been stuck at 36. I mean, he started August with 34 and now we're 20 days in. He's only hit 2 home runs this month. That's not swaggerific.
Well, you
Um,
should have traded them to me before the season started then.
okay. Well,
It's hard to feel
Uh,
sorry for you, Robin.
you
And
didn't
Swagger,
you didn't have enough talent to give me what I wanted.
you wouldn't have
So,
traded them anyway. So
yeah. But anyway, surprises. I'm surprised that Swagger's done this poorly in August.
well, we appreciate your honesty there, Rob. How about you, Kimberly? Anybody surprise you one way or the other this year?
Jeremy Scott is having his worst season as a pro by far. He would have to have player of the month and then some stuff uh to get to where he was in his rookie season when he was only up for 4 months. So he's turned it around a little bit lately, moved him around in the lineup, all of that. But yeah, not sure what happened with him. His attributes look good, but just hasn't figured it out much consistently this year.
Right.
Otherwise, well, in Otani is Otani because he gives you value as a pitcher also, but numbers are a little off from where he was last year as a hitter. Vlad is still doing Vlad Jr. stuff, though he didn't look like he was sort of midseason, but he picked it up this month, so or last month maybe.
So
But
now that you mentioned Otani, what are the plans? Are you hope? I mean, obviously you hope he picks up his player option, but if he doesn't, does that mean?
even if he picks it up, I don't expect him in an Arizona uniform on opening day.
Hmm.
So we get your checkbooks ready one way or another and count your prospects because one way or another, I don't anticipate him being around. I won't be waiting till the trade deadline like this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 40 to 45 million dollars probably a year, maybe even 50. That's hard to swallow for.
well, I haven't looked at what he was asking for lately. Let me look. Yeah, that's the neighborhood. But not a lot of years, which is
Oh,
interesting. So like it's not a 10-year ask like some players. So
yeah, he's not doing an Albert Pujols with the Angels.
no, not currently, or
Eh,
not for us. And so there could be a little hometown discount thing going on, but he's not listed as being loyal, so I don't know how to read that exactly. He
Yeah,
was
and
asking for less early in the season. I could not do any kind of future deals at that point. All of that has to wait till the off season. I could
yeah,
extend him, but I'm not extending him at that kind of price. So
Hmm.
we'll see.
well, then the fun part's going to be is when we switch over to 26.
Uh,
What's that going to do to all the ratings and the financial part of the whole thing?
yeah, I'm confident that my owner will still be an asshole in the new version. So
Mine will
I'm
still be cheap.
I,
Yeah, I know.
I'm not really expecting there to be a huge difference in how our finances play. So that's why I'm still thinking Otani is likely to be on the market, even if he re-ups, because then it's like what 3 months I gotta hold him, so he can still move like during spring training or whatever. So I think that's the way it plays. With well, it's not a new contract and it's not arbitration, so if he
Yeah,
does take the player option, I can
yeah,
probably trade him in November, but
yeah. I think you can trade. I think you can move him right away once he decides
yeah,
on that. But if you extend him, yeah, then you got to wait 3 months.
yeah.
My
And
my my owner's a penny pincher.
yeah, mine says he's not, but yeah, he is. And our market is at best middle of the pack, so we don't get much help there. Um, the good news is Otani's option is friendly for next year, so there would at least be that as a feature for anyone looking to trade for him. I think, what is it, 19? I forget, 18 or 19.
18 or 19, yeah.
So right around the free agent matching amount. So I don't know. He's not listed as greedy, so he may pick up the option. We'll see.
How about you, Rob? Do you have any big financial decisions to make this off season?
So the biggest thing that we've got is, and I know he's only played 6 games with us, but 7 games with us, is Ed Harris has really fit in well. And if I want to offer him a contract, he's making 11.3 right now, and I think when I checked, he was wanting about the same amount for 3 more years, which would put him through 35. It was a reasonable amount if he plays half as well, because he's in 43, so I don't expect that to go on. But I don't have room for that. We're kind of maxed out unless we were to drop one of our arbitration eligible players, and one that's projected to make just about the same amount of him is Chris Bubik,
Mm.
which is a tough call for me. I think I might have talked about this on an earlier podcast, but like, of all my starting pitchers in both um, the majors and in Omaha, his ratings from my scout are like near the bottom. Like, he
Hmm.
only grades out as my 7th best pitcher. Um, but statistically, he's the best. Like, his whip is the lowest of any of them. His ERA is among the lowest of them. He's, 11-5 this year. He's currently my number one starter. So do I let him go and use that money for Harris and hope that Shane Goldman or one of my other younger guys in Omaha can cover? I mean, my scouts say they should be able to do that. But my scouts also think that Funkhauser, Watts, Scalise, and Noss should all be better than him, and none of them are. So
Well, I hope
it's
Goldman's
this.
arm just falls off now since I
No,
since I tried into you. No, but you have Scalise too. He has an opt out.
I don't think he's going. I thought it was after next year. Is it this year?
I don't know how to read it because it says
Yeah.
2026
No,
for
no, he's under contract next year. His opt out is after the 2026 season.
Yeah, it's after.
Oh, okay. I've never figured out how to read that on the
When you go to the contract page, it'll have the opt out after
Right.
the year.
Yeah, it's
So
confusing. Yeah.
so if I feel like that's my big decision. Like, if I want to keep Harris, I've got to let go of Bubik, who, yeah. So do the stats count more? Or do the scouting opinions count more? Obviously, you are what your stats say you are, and you hope to be what your scouts say you will be.
Right.
So I don't know. That's just going to be my dilemma for the off season.
yeah, and I've spent my
Everyone
time.
else is under
I
contract,
I
so
spent my time of signing a lot of my players that are arbitration eligible to short-term deals, so I didn't have to deal with a lot of that in the off season. But Dalen Carlson is due to make $7.5 million next year, and he's been lights out for me.
no, he's
So
worth that.
yeah, so it's hard not to. But then he jumps up to 14 million in 2027.
Yeah.
And I'm already at or over my budget for next year and 2027. So we'll have to see how things play out. But most of my other people I have left to go to arbitration with, Logan Gilbert, I just traded for. Rocker, I traded for this year. Same with Sheets. Brody Matthews, who I really like, who's a spark plug, who's making $3 million this year. He has pooped the bed this year. compared to normal. 5.59 ERA. So he may be on his way out, even though he's very popular and a spark plug. So I may have to cut a couple of those middle guys who are hurting me right now. But Bryce Wilson has done a great job as a starter for me. I brought him, off of the waiver wire from Tampa Bay, just expecting to throw him in the bullpen and hope he catches fire. And at the beginning he did, but now with all my pitchers going down, he has started 3 games for me and has pitched 16 and a third innings and only given up 2 runs.
Well,
So
yeah, people like that show up. It's hard to predict. If I could
yeah.
predict that, we'd be in better shape.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? You think you've made Matt happy already, or?
Well, we didn't probably talk about the Angels enough for that, but I think give him something to think about on the beach.
Well, maybe.
Predictions for those wild cards or division races?
Yeah.
What's in play, the Central?
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts, Kimberly?
Oh, let's see. I haven't played any of the Central teams recently, the NL Central teams. Cards looked good when I saw them. Pirates have, I don't know, they've been above expectations. I thought they were a year away, kind of like the White Sox, and but they're there now. Reds were there last year. They're there this year. I think didn't Milwaukee say they were selling off, and they're still there. So yeah, it's a little confusing in the NL Central. Let's see, the Reds and Cardinals both have substantial run differential in their favor. So that says to me, if that can be believed, that they're both in good shape for getting to the postseason. But we could say that about the Diamondbacks, and we're currently outside.
Yeah.
We have the 3rd highest run differential in the NL, and we're outside the playoffs right now. So it hard to know. We'll see how that plays.
Yeah, it looks like according to the Pagatherian rating, Milwaukee and Pittsburgh are really outperforming their expectations. Why the Diamondbacks are 4 games below.
Yeah,
expected.
it's we've lost some blowouts. We've won probably a few more blowouts. Our extra inning and 1-run game marks are not bad, so it's not like we're losing a bunch of 1-run games or something. So I'm not really sure what the difference is. Other than, every once in a while we'll blow someone out and then lose, 5-2 or 6-3 or something like that more consistently.
Yeah, we're kind of mirror images of each other, I think, Kimberly, because we're also -4 in the differential, and third best run differential in the AL is Kansas City. So I feel your pain.
Yeah. The curse of the mid-market, but everyone in the AL Central is a mid-market, right? Well, except the White Sox. They have the potential to be a big market team if they can pull their record around.
Yeah.
Twins, well, that's right. The Twins are well established as a winning team, so they get the fans to show up and the owner to cut them a big budget.
That's right.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. White Sox are hot, so but who knows? I've not looked at that strength of schedule indicator anytime recently. but you know, you just have to win the games you have. It kind of doesn't matter who you're playing. So, or enough of them.
Well, speaking of financials, we've gone on a little bit of a sellout streak over here in Kansas City and have just with our last game passed our 2024 revenue with, over a month to go in the season.
Oh,
So we've got 166 million, which is a new Kansas City record in MLB Pro. And we
yeah.
got time to go. So I'm hoping for a $20 million budget increase next year. Because I'm gonna,
Good luck,
I'm,
good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck.
because I'm gonna blow the amount of money we made last year out of the water.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
as we get ready to wrap up, let's turn it back to the Angels real quick. They're
yeah,
2 games under where they're predicted to be at, and they're still leading everything. But they have outscored their opponents by
it's
201
ridiculous.
runs
It's
in
ridiculous.
125 games. That means
Yeah.
they've averaged winning every game that they played by over a run and a half.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
The next closest team is Philadelphia at 99.
Right.
So they have 100 runs more scored than the nearest team to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The only thing we have them beaten is attendance. They've got, yeah, they're ranked number one in like almost all of the offensive stats and almost all of the pitching stats. So, and their defense is like one or two in the
Well,
AL. So that's
And they've got the third best minor league system,
yeah,
as
I
if
was
they
just going
need
to look
that.
that up. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got.
I think it's because
they've got
anytime they let
around.
somebody go, they get compensatory picks for them.
Yeah,
And they make good use of their picks.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They've let some people walk. They did re-sign, didn't they extend Mazzara? They extended Trout
Yeah.
years ago, but yeah, most of the others get to walk, and yeah, they do get the pick for them.
Well, and it's not like they don't have money to spend. So so far this year, they still have $43.5 million they could spend this year.
I
And they have
know.
$72 million left for extensions for next year. So I can almost tell you where Otani's going to end up.
Well, it's got to
Just
be
let go.
LA or Miami.
They're the team that could easily afford him and not break their budget. Yes.
Yeah.
That's everyone else is going to have to, depending on, other teams, if they have some big salaries coming off the books. I've not bothered to look. But yeah, the Angels they could absorb a $50 million salary like right now and barely blink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it would be poetic justice, right, for him to show up with the Angels at
Oh, definitely.
point in his career. But
Yeah. All right. So Matt, I hope you enjoy this podcast. And
It's all for you, man.
yeah, we hope to see you back soon so we can start playing some more fake baseball games and see how this season's going to wrap up, because it's going to be an interesting one, especially in the Centrals.
yeah, should be some exciting games in September in the middle part of the country.
Yep. Rob, why don't you have the last word? What do you want to say as we end?
Pizza. Armageddon pizza? No. I don't know what word I would go with. How about Go Swagger?
That's a great place to end our conversation. Well, I want to thank you, Kimberly and Rob, for joining me today. And Matt, like I said, I hope you enjoy it and let us know what you think. We'll see you all later.
Thanks for having me.